Ping Sunday has the special permission of Coach Chen Kangning. Please don't upload the video without the permission of Coach Chen and Ping Sunday.
Hello, welcome back. Today let's learn the most common mistakes with the forehand topspin. I think it's unnecessary. You're a bit stiff. That ball clearly could have been looped faster. Too stiff. Stiff. Follow through with the motion. Exactly. This kind of ball makes it uncomfortable for the opponent. It's harder for them to counter loop. Then you should learn how to lock the wrist. Or lock them down. Don't be predictable down the line. When looping with short pips, don't be too honest. Is it this feeling? Did I make any pushing motion toward the ball? No. I just followed through naturally. Right. Using body weight transfer, using hip rotation, and adding a bit of force with the hand. That's how I generate spin. But I want to drive the ball. If you attack during the early drop phase, using this method, you're just grazing the surface. You won't produce quality. You need forward force. You need to collide with it. Right, exactly. Collision and pressure go hand in hand. So how you apply that pressure matters. Many coaches tell players, pay attention to pressing. I suggest phrasing it differently. Because kids are like blank sheets of paper. They take words literally. You say press with the hips. They do this. Is that right? Now, if during the weight shift, you press vertically with the hips, what happens? What will your body do? So the hip press is a result, not a forced action. When you step back, store power on the ball of the right foot. Use ground force to rotate inward. Engage your hips and contact the ball instantly. That's pressure. Think about it. Isn't that the case? If the pressure is too solid, can you still brush? No. So you must control the time. When you feel you're about to press the ball, your thumb and index finger must work together. Quick rush inward with rotation. Feel this. Early drop phase. This feeling. If you press too hard, you'll hear a loud blade sound. And no spin means no arc, right? This is what it means to engage the ball. That's pressing with the hips. Right. But many kids interpret press with the shoulder. They lean backward, so you see the body tilt. Is press with the shoulder wrong? No, but literally, it misleads them. When I'm feeding you the ball. Yes, you need, then use your own force. That was a wrong judgment. You blindly moved in. Actually, it was going off. You need to react first, then adjust. When I'm feeding you the ball, what am I? I am your opponent. You must think like you're playing an opponent. When I stop talking, what am I? I'm a coach. I give you moves, then teach you how to counter them. So, a coach plays two roles during training. He is both the opponent and the teacher. If you don't know how to teach how to counter moves, then you are not qualified. If you only teach them, but only give simple situations, then what are you teaching? You don't need to teach at all. Do you even need to teach them how to counter? Then you might as well be just let them practice by themselves. So a coach plays two roles, opponent and teacher. That's what a qualified coach is. Also teach them how to give moves to others and let others try to counter them. Table tennis is a mind game. I make a move, you try to counter it, and at the same time, there's a chance to test my reaction. If my ability to respond is weak, then that's how today's training felt. Haha. Yes. Where is your problem? Very simple. This problem happens to many kids too. You've completed the shot here, but your weight stays on this leg. Yes, since it's weight transfer, it must go from one leg to the other. Yes, that's what transfer means. If you finish the stroke,
把这个球都拉完了，
but your weight stays on the same leg, how can that be called transfer? Even with small movement. Yes, yes. It lands here. Yes, yes. It lands here. Yes, yes. It lands here, even when pulling down the line. Yes, 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 yes. It lands here, see.
从右脚转到左腿去。对。
During your coaching sessions, you must pay attention. Some kids will turn like this. It's because they're not following an outward arc.
为什么？是因为它不是走的一个外弧线。
If power has a form,
有形的，
it should go in an arc, landing on the left foot,
点到左脚，
and be transferred through the right foot, not directly in a straight line to the left foot.
传递到左脚。
Look,
看啊
this is a straight line. Many kids don't pull like this. After pulling, they go into a lunge. Their body leans back, their hand raises up. Why is that? Because they moved in a straight line. Was it a straight line? Now look, I move in an outward arc, landing on the left foot.
点到左脚。
Understand now. Think about your thumb and index finger. This is a typical case. Typical what? Typical failure to generate spin and arc, right? Why do I guide you to do
对吧
this?
我为什么
To feel these two fingers. Look at these three fingers. Remove this one. It looks like a small clamp. Thumb and index finger. The strength won't be big this way, but look,
力量不可能太大，但是你看弧线和旋转，啊，来试试看，哎，对吧？你这样
take it away and you lose support. See if you can still create arc and spin.
你能不能知道
Just using those two. The other three fingers are just supporting.
好的，底下这三个手指头是
They do the hard labor. These two are the baton. They create the arc and spin.
他们俩制造弧线和旋转。
Now lift the other three fingers, yes.
啊，你再
Try it
把
out.
手拿起来，对，你试试看。
Good grip it and brush. Does it feel clearer now? Yes, mm.
哎，觉得有数了吗？
Now you have arc. Is the arc still flat? Low on both sides, high in the middle. Last time I didn't fully understand. Now you do.
是吧？你这样理解了吗？理解了，对吧？所以这一块我觉得是一个非常重要的一个点。
Hello, welcome back. Today let's learn the most common mistakes with the forehand topspin.
我觉得没必要，你有点硬来了，这明显可以快拉的。
哦，硬了。
是。对呀、这种球拉有一个别扭，因为正腰拉了往下掉，它比较难反拉你。然后你再学会一个锁直，就是你拉球，要么拉的卷出去一点，要么锁住它直线，别太老实。正腰拉球不能太老，我吊着什么？是不是这种感觉？我跟球有没有顶的举动？没有吧？没有，我就是顺着进来，对吧？然后利用重心转换的力量，利用转胯的力量，利用手上加一把劲儿，哎，我给它调出旋转来。但是我想冲，如果你下降前期去冲它的时候，你如果用这种方式，你是薄皮，你冲不出质量。如果想冲出质量来，是不是就要有顶的劲儿，要有撞的劲儿，对不对？好了，那顶撞它是相关联的，所以说怎么顶很重要。有很多教练员会跟小朋友讲，你注意顶胯。我建议你们不要这样表述，为什么？小朋友他一张白纸，他只会理解字面意思。你说顶胯，它是纵向运动，这叫顶胯，对吗？啊，好了，那你说如果在转换的过程当中，你是纵向去顶胯的话，会带来什么后果？人会怎么样？往后仰。哦，人会往后仰。所以说，顶胯它是呈现出的结果，而不是你刻意为之的举动。为什么？当你撤开蓄力蓄在右脚的脚前掌上，通过蹬地的劲儿往里转，带着胯跟球瞬间对抗，其实就是顶。你想想看，是不是这样？你看，撤开回正，球过来，是不是形成一种对抗？这就是顶。但是别顶实，顶实了你还有机会摩擦，没了。所以说这要掌握火候。你觉得我快顶到这个球的时候，迅速的拇指和食指要配合，往里面转着摩擦。你看是不是这种感觉？下降前期是这种感觉。如果我顶实了呢，光有底板声，啪就飞了，没有旋转就不可能有弧线了，对不对？对吧？这是跟球。这叫顶胯，对吧？很多小朋友一说顶胯，对吧？ 所以把人拉得往后仰了。那你说顶胯本身对吗？对，但是字面意义上的顶胯理解错了就出问题。顶胯是结果。我给你喂球的时候，很好。对，这样等一下，然后自己主动发力。对，很好。好，这个判断错了，对吧？你盲目的进了，其实是出台的，你需要二次反应再调一下。你说我在给你喂球的时候，我是什么？我是你的对手，你要有对手思维。等到我开口讲话的时候，我是什么思维了？教练，我给你出招，我在教你怎么开展。所以说，教练员在训练当中是扮演两个角色，既是他的对手，同时又是他的老师，对吗？啊，你只当对手，你不教他也没用，你各种招给他，他处理不好，你没有能力教他怎么拆这些招，说明你是不称职的，对吧？如果你只教他，但是你给的都是单一的，那你需要教他什么呢？你不用教，你连招都没出，你需要教他拆招吗？那你也可以当哑巴，为什么？反正大家闷着头练。所以教练员是两个角色，既是对手又是老师。你给他出招，再教他怎么拆招，这才是一个称职的教练员。
这个精辟
啊，
这个精辟，
对吗？而且你教他拆招，还得教他怎么给别人出招，让别人去拆他的招。乒乓球是博弈，是我出招你拆招，你拆招的同时有点机会就得反过来给我出招，考验我的拆招能力。我的这个能力差，我不就输给你了吗？我能力强，我又给你拆回去了，反过头来又制约你。好了，你又得拆招，再结合出招。
你这个我一分都不能。
这就是博弈，对不对？好，哎，怎么样今天？感觉幸福满满。好。OK， 你的问题在哪里？很简单，这个问题其实很多小朋友也会出现，就是你这一块都完成击球了，但是你的力量始终在这条腿上。既然是重心转换，就一定是从一条腿到另一条腿，它才叫转换。如果你把这个球都拉完了，重心还在这一条腿上，它凭什么叫转换呢？那你看，哪怕幅度小，点到这儿，点到这儿，点到这儿，我包括拉直线，点到这儿，点到这儿，哎，从右腿要转到左腿去。对，在你们教学的过程当中，你要注意，有些小朋友会转成这样。为什么？是因为它不是走的一个外弧线，如果力量是有形的，它一定是一个弧线，点到左脚，通过右脚转换啊，而不是直线传递到左脚。你看啊，这是直线。很多小朋友是不是拉成这样了？你觉得他拉完变成弓箭步了，人后仰了，手举起来了，对吧？那是因为什么？他走的是直线。是不是走的直线啊？哦，那你看我走外弧线，点到左脚，点到左脚，明白了吗？可以，吃住球啊！你想想拇指和食指，你这个就是典型的什么呢？典型的没有制造出旋转和弧线，对吧？我为什么会引导你们体会这两个手指？你看我这三个手指我拿开，这像个小钳子，拇指和食指。虽然这样力量不可能太大，但是你看弧线和旋转，啊，来试试看，哎，对吧？你这样哎没有依赖了吧？那三个手指拿开，你没依赖了，你看看你能不能制造出弧线和旋转？靠他们俩，好的，底下那三个手指头是帮忙的，是干苦力的，这俩是指挥棒，他们俩制造弧线和旋转，对吗？啊，你再把三个手指拿起来，对，你试试看，抓好了拉，对，抓好了拉，哎，觉得有数了吗？啊，弧线出来了，弧线还平吗？两边低，中间高。
其实上次我都还没有太理解两个手指，
是吧？你这样理解了吗？理解了，对吧？所以这一块我觉得是一个非常重要的一个点。
Read more about table tennis on my blog, pingsunday.com. Get free ebook and coaching advices. See you in the next video.